now we quickly move to Standard Chartered Bank as they celebrate 20 years of doing business in Nigeria, plus the Sanford party of their former CEO, Mrs. Bola Adesola. Enjoy.
The sound of the drum with the corresponding dance steps by the dancers. This is the beautiful sight that welcomes you immediately you arrive at the Balmoral Hall of the Federal Palace Hotel. Standard Chartered Bank took over this venue on this day for the double celebration by the bank, which is its 20th anniversary of doing business in Nigeria and the send forth of its immediate past Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Bola Adesola. It was a colorful arena made up of people from different sectors of the economy. Standard Chartered, which is one of the leading international commercial banks, have seen guests come to celebrate the great feats that the bank has recorded in the last 20 years of doing business in Nigeria, and also honor Mrs. Bola Adesola, who has been instrumental to these remarkable achievements.
Indeed, where any narrative of the history of Standard Chartered Bank is being written, Bola's name must feature prominently. So I thank you, Bola, for your immense contributions to the success of the Nigerian franchise.
It's no doubt that 20 years has seen lots of success stories recorded, one of which is the fact that Nigeria became their largest market.
This is not an easy race. And the runners in Team Standard Chartered have to be of sterling quality in order to stay ahead. They're expected to run upholding the Standard Chartered brand promise and valued behaviors through the difficult and sometimes murky business landscape in Nigeria. So the Standard Chartered runners must always adopt a steely resolve to do the right thing and not compromise standards in the face of pressures to do otherwise.
The ceremony was graced by the president of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, oil and gas business magnate Mr. Femi Otedola, boardroom guru Oba Otudeko, businessman Atedo Peterside, the global CEO of Standard Chartered Bank Mr. Bill Winters, principal officers and staff of Standard Chartered Bank, amongst other very important guests. Mr. Lamin Manjang is taking over from Mrs. Bola Adesola as the new MD CEO of the bank.
Bola presided over the rapid expansion of our retail business and the deepening of relationships with our clients, including the sovereign and the FIs. It was also during Bola's time that the investment in our new head office building, which is just down the road here, I'm sure many of you have seen it, which really was a testament to our commitment to Nigeria. We are now embarking on the journey from turnaround to transformation. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to invite our Group CEO, Bill Winters, to make his remarks and to lead us in a toast to our colleague and our friend, the former CEO, Bola Adesola. Thank you very much.
But before the toast, Mr. Bill Winters had lots of positive things to say about the outgoing MD CEO.
Now, Bola was one of the first people that I met when I joined Standard Chartered 4 years ago. I came to Lagos. It was one of my very first trips. I may even have come here before I was officially employed, I think. And I was just on a bit of a fact-finding mission, and I walked into our office, and Bola said, Bill, so nice to meet you. Please sit down. I have a few things to tell you. And about an hour and a half later, after she'd gone through the list of challenges that we had and gave me the instructions on what I was to do for the next year or two, I said, thank you, Bola. Thank you, Bola. Thank you, Bola. But you know what? She was right. Every single thing that she said that we needed to focus on, she was correct. I'd like to raise a glass to Bola.
The celebrant, Mrs. Bola Adeshola, took to the podium. Although leaving as the MD CEO of the bank, she is now taking up a bigger role at the continental level. And she used this occasion as an opportunity to thank those who have been a part of her journey.
It's not really about me. I always say that if a general surrounds himself with good lieutenants and, all the other men in the army, then the general will succeed. So I thank you very much, because my success truly is the sum total of the hard work and the smart work that my entire team put into the bank.
I intend to build on the solid legacy of my predecessor. I think we've done well, but there are still areas where we can grow the business. The retail bank in particular is an area where I'll be very focused on, because I believe that we have a very strong corporate business, but in terms of the overall bank, the retail business is relatively small, and I see a great opportunity in scaling up that business.
Right after that, the dance floor was open. From the classics to contemporary local and foreign music, the upbeat rhythm delivered by the vintage band was a delight to everyone. Mrs. Bola Adeshola was appointed MD CEO of the bank in 2011, and for 8 years she has plied her trade as CEO in the bank. She has brought about remarkable innovation which has seen the bank grow from strength to strength, and now has been appointed as Senior Vice Chairman, Africa.
For me, it's been a great experience working in a bank that has very strong values, a bank that believes that you need to do the right thing, you must do the right thing at all times, and a bank that has staff that are very skilled, very committed, very loyal and collaborative. I've had tremendous support from my board, I've had tremendous support from the group of Standard Chartered Bank, and I'm really pleased that in handing over the baton, I've moved into another role within Africa.
I wanna know if you feel so.